What is going on, legends? Welcome to the Gym Boss Podcast. I'm Jimmy. I'm your host, as always, and this is everything your sales, marketing, business development, personal development, whatever you need to be able to grow your gym, grow your fitness business, to be into a real business rather than being that hobby that it's, most fitness business usually start out to be. So now you want to be able to make it into this full-blown business. And before we even go into anything, as you know, I'm a digital marketer specifically for gym owners. And if you need help with that, go on over to iwantgymleads.com/case study. iwantgymleads.com/case study. Go over there, go check out some of the stuff I've done for some real clients. And if you want those same results, then there'll be a button there where you can schedule a time to speak with me. Right, now let's rip into the content for this one today. As you can see, I'm actually in my living room. If you're on Facebook Live, what up? Give us a like, give us a comment, all that jazz. Jack, my boy, he's just turned 2. He's asleep in his office and my bedroom, my office and his bedroom are side by side. So if I'm up there jibber jabbering into the mic like this, he's going to be waking up pretty soon. And Dad, Mum don't want that. So, so this one here today is be the expert, the trusted advisor, okay? Not the spammy desperado, okay? You don't want to come across as the spammy desperado, and especially now that it's Christmas. It's coming up to Christmas time, and no matter where you are in the world, everybody's trying to get that last minute thing. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, in Australia, New Zealand, everyone's doing, don't pay anything till January, 4 weeks for $4, or like stupid stuff. Like they're literally just saying, that's screaming desperado, okay? Desperado, spammy, newbie, right? They're just literally saying like, I have no idea how to run a business, so can you please help me? That's what those type of ads are like. Now you're like, hey Jimmy, how do we get around that? I'm going to show you exactly how you can come across as the expert, trusted advisor, because that's who you want to be, the trusted person that can deliver the result that they're looking for rather than just being anybody. And there's a couple of things that we're going to go through here. I'm going to start right from the top. So if you want to know how, this is specifically how to write your ads and write your posts, all right? If you're doing organic posts, cool. Don't be throwing up spammy posts. Throw up stuff that's actually going to speak to the person. Now, there's one concept in marketing. We talk about this all the time. So everyone's got this internal chatter going on in their head. It's like these little monkeys running around, like minions bumping into each other, and they're all saying there's some sort of story that's going on in their head, some sort of narrative, right? And we need to come as a business owner when you're delivering your message, whether it be in an organic post or in an ad, and I'd even say even more so in ads, they're both just as important, is that we've got to meet them where they're at. And that means this: 2 things. What do they believe to be true? Number 1. So we need to come to them and say, this is the stuff that they believe to be true. Not what we as a business owner know to be true, but what does that general public, if you're just doing the general health and fitness market, what do they believe? Or martial arts or whatever industry you're in, right? What do they believe to be true? So then we need to address that. 2, what is the language that they use? And I'm going to throw in a third one, a bonus one. What is stuff that they're seeing and experiencing in and around their life right now? Okay. And it can be not fitness related stuff. It can be personal life stuff. And in this time of year, the stuff that they're seeing and hearing right now is it's holiday time, especially in Australia here. It's summer, it's sunshine, it's Christmas parties on a Tuesday night. It's Thursday lunchtime. Oh, let's have a cake and, sausage sizzle or whatever, right? And so people are blowing out hard, and they get into the mindset of like, you know what? I'm going to blow out hard, and I'm just going to let it go all the way through till 26th of January, because that's Australia Day, right? So they're going to blow out all over Christmas, and then they're like, oh no, I've got this. I might have a holiday here. I'll start on the 1st of Feb. You're like, God damn, like, okay, you can just tell someone's mindset by that. So we need to address that. So the best way to do that, so meet them where they're at. Think of it like this. If somebody is, I've used this analogy before, but if somebody's lost at sea, or they're at the beach and they're drowning and you're the lifeguard, do you just stand there and go, hey, I'm on the beach, just swim to me, come over here? You don't just do that. You go out and you meet them. You meet them where they're at, because they're in a desperate need of a solution. And the solution is don't drown, don't die. And that is your job as the lifeguard to go out there. So now this is your job metaphorically to go out there when you're writing your ads, when you're writing your posts, and swim out to where they are, where they're drowning, and meet them in that reality there. Talk to them about the stuff that, address the stuff that they see, address the stuff that they believe to be true. Now, let me talk about this. What do they believe to be true? You probably think, Jimmy, what does that mean? Good question. What do they believe to be true? People believe in detoxes. They believe in the 5-2. They believe in keto. They believe in all this sort of stuff. So we need to address this stuff. Even if you don't believe in that, you need to be able to put that in there somewhere, or whatever it may be. If you don't believe that there's such a thing as toning, I'm doing air quotes if you're on the podcast, but you know that your ideal client uses that almost every single time you do a brand new consultation. They use the word toning. Well, guess what? You're going to use the word toning in your ads because that's what they're looking for. You're not running the ad for yourself. You're writing the ad for the potential customer. So we need to put it in their best interest in the way that it's going to pique their interest, right? So use their language. So if they're guys, you can write mate, you can write bloke, you can do this if you're just looking for the normal everyday sort of guy or whatever. And if it's girls, you can write, a bit more feminine sort of ways that they, ladies, look, feel fantastic, amazing, all that sort of language that they would use, right? Depending on who your target market is. And if they're parents, then you need to address how they would think and talk and act about their kids. So this is something else that I want to throw in here. This is another little zinger. Now, before I give you this one, if you just want me to do all these ads for you, if you sound like, Jimmy, this is just too confusing, iwantgymleads.com/case study. You can watch what I've done over there. A whole ad, whole funnel, whole automations, the sales process, everything. And if you still look at that and you're like, that's cool, I want that, I love it, I need it, and I want to grow, but I just want you to do it for me, then go over there, iwantgymleads.com/case study, schedule time to speak with me. Simple. Now, this last one here, in the ads, we're actually going to tell them it costs money. Now, not these ones where it's like 7 days for $7 or 7 days free. We're going to say you're going to pay full price. And because the way that you dress, there was one that I came up with a client conversation yesterday, which was amazing, right? Which was something along these lines. A lot of girls are going to Christmas parties, and they've got their eye on a new dress, or they've just bought a new dress and they want their back and their arms to look good in the new dress. That is something that you put in your ad. Address that. Say, hey, I know you picked out that brand new dress, and now you want your arms and your back just to really get those nice defined feminine lines, or whatever, right? Or you're going to be on Sydney is huge for Darling Harbour. I'm not in Sydney anymore, but Darling Harbour boat parties. Everyone has a Christmas boat party. They get on the private boats and they have the DJs, and then everyone gets all boozed up and they're jumping off. Now you can address that in your ads if that's your target demographic, or whatever it is that they do. Make sure you're addressing that in this season. And this is how you stand out amongst all the other desperado newbies, is by going, hey, I know this is happening. This is what you're going to be feeling like. This is the sort of stuff that I bet that you want. And guess what? We got the solution for you, but it ain't going to be cheap, but it's definitely going to get you there. So we say, yes, there's a fee. Yes, it's not cheap, because Paul Handsaker, good to see you, my man. Yes, it's going to cost you, and no, it's not going to be cheap. But for the people that are serious about changing their health, their fitness, blah, 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 that's what you need to put into your advertising to be able to make it pop, stand out, and seem like the expert. Well, position yourself as the expert, because if you start saying, yes, it's going to be pricey, this isn't for everybody, you're instantly now going, whoa, okay, the people reading that are they're not just going to take anyone with a heartbeat and a wallet. They're actually going to take on people that are serious and want to change. And guess what? The people that pay more attention, which means that they're better clients. And you'll find that the more money that people pay, the less hassle they become, because they're more invested, they're more into it. It's a weird paradox. So you can be the cheapest or you can be the best, but you can never be both. And if you're the cheapest, you never are perceived as the expert. You're just perceived as the cheap guy, the second option that people it was cheap, and they're the ones that don't care if they don't show up or whatever. So you don't want to be like that. You want to be positioned as the premium, as the expert, not the desperado. So let me just recap here while I round this out for you. Number one, be like the lifeguard. Meet them where they're at, metaphorically. Walk, swim out to them, stop them from drowning, talk to them in their language, talk to them in stuff that's actually happening in and around their lives. And you can even address, this is what I mean when in and around their lives, can you even address all the other competitions advertising? You can say, look, I bet you've even seen 7 days for free, 14 days for $14. Don't pay anything till January. And you go, you know what? You could go with those guys, but guess what? They're the desperados. You can even say that in your advertising. What we are, we're the premium, we're this, we actually deliver a solution, and it's going to cost you money, and it's not going to be cheap, but it is 100% guaranteed to get you where you want to get to. You know, that's sort of the stuff that we go through. And I think that's pretty much it. Meet where they're at, speak in their language as well, use the words that they are, tell them it's going to cost them some money, and address the stuff they're seeing. That's the 4 things, boom, to make you stand out like a fart in an elevator, all right? And be the trusted expert in your area and stand out this Christmas holidays and beyond in January. And I'll tell you this, you can be the cheapest or you can be the best, but you can never be both. Remember that, okay? And people know that, whether consciously or subconsciously, they go, oh, that guy, just even simply by the prices being high, they go, they must be better. Or they're positioning themselves as saying that they don't take it just on any man and his dog. You're going to be positioned as more of the expert in your area by simply doing that as well. Go do that. And I'm telling you now, just to sign off real quick, market your butt off. When everybody stops, do the opposite. They're the people that always win, okay? The people that always win are the people that market hard and keep selling hard. Don't take a break. Don't take time off over this period. This is prime time. You think people are taking time off to whatever, and you're right. Everyone's got time off except for you guys, the winners, the people that actually dominate. You can take time off after, right? This is what I would suggest. It doesn't mean you have to work every day. No, but it means don't take your foot off the gas either. Don't completely take your foot off because you're going to lose momentum, and it's going to take you till like February, March before you start getting an upswing again. Or you could just like keep powering all the way through and keep growing all the way through. The choice is yours. Anyways, remember, if you want me to go and do all your marketing for you, set all this up so you can get leads, so you can just be able to then get these people and be positioned as the expert trusted advisor in your local area, go to iwantgymleads.com/case study. iwantgymleads.com/case study. Go on over there, watch the actual video, watch it. It's about 12 minutes and it's the whole thing, the whole ad. You can even copy it if you want to try and do it for yourself. This whole ad, the type of images that we run, the whole funnel, everything. And if by the end of it, you look at it and you're like, I need it, I love it. Jimmy, do it for me. There's a button there, click it, the button, schedule a time to speak with me and I'll hook you up. Anyways, this is Jimmy. Love you all. Peace.